What's up, people? I am super excited for The Legend of Zelda for Wii U, and it doesn't even have a title yet. That's how excited I am for it. And it's kind of rare that we get any news whatsoever about the game, and so we sort of got a little bit of something from Eiji Aonuma, the director of the Zelda franchise. Has been for 20 years. So it's rare when we get any news, any information whatsoever. And I'm going to read a little bit of an article from IGN. You can find the link for it in the description below. Take a drink every time I say and I just yeah. So I'm gonna read a bit of this article and then give my thoughts on it, and we can talk about it a bit. So this is by Jose Otero. I hope I pronounced that right. Aonuma teases surprise twist for Zelda Wii U's open world. Nintendo producer Eiji Aonuma is aware of the fan response to Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, and he wants to put a unique spin on the concept of an open world game. We actually had some feedback from Skyward Sword where people were saying, this is not exactly the Zelda game I was looking for, this is not the Zelda you were looking for. I was looking for a bigger, more open world, Aonuma told IGN. Unfortunately, I can't go into details, but I'm hoping to put a surprise or kind of a twist on my view of an open world game. I hope that you'll look forward to it. Now, this is interesting to me personally because I don't like open world games. I'm gonna say this right now. I don't like open world games. I don't like Grand Theft Auto. I don't like Saints Row that much. I like 3 and 4, but that's about it. 2 is okay. I don't like Skyrim. I don't like, what was it called? That generic one BioWare made. Let's call it Lord of the Rings 2.0. I can't remember the name of it. I don't like open world games because there's a problem with them in that there's just too much. And it's kind of overwhelming at times. So I'm kind of hoping that this twist is that it won't seem like an open world game, but in reality will be an open world game. And the idea I have is very difficult to explain right now, but I'm super hyped for this. Aonuma is the kind of guy who, especially with the Zelda franchise, can take ideas from older games and sort of revitalize them. Like Ocarina of Time was not the very first 3D action game of its kind, but it took what other games were doing at the time, and it filed them down and it refined them. And that, I think, is what this will do. I think this will take the idea of an open world game and make it into something much more enjoyable. So I'm kind of interested to see how this progresses. Like, this is vague as fuck right now because they don't want to tell us too much, and because legally he can't. But it's kind of interesting to see, just imagine how he's going to take this idea of a big open game and to see what he can do to twist it up a bit. So I think that's all for this. There isn't too much. There's some comments. I'm not going to bother reading them. If you want to read them for a good laugh, I'm sure there's some good laughs down there. But I'm not going to read them. So, yeah, I'm going to read a little bit more of the article, and then we'll cap it off. I'm going to read this little quote here. If we put all the feedback the fans write directly into the game, there won't be an element of surprise, he said. If there's a comment and they're asking for a certain element, I would think, oh, why not interpret this in a different way that you wouldn't expect? That's how we create a new element in a Zelda game. I always want to implement something new and surprising into every game. And I think this will be actually something that's really surprising. And I don't even honestly know what to think right now. I don't know what sort of twist this might be. I'm just like, I'm amazed that there's any information at all right now on Zelda Wii U, because they've been pretty mum about it. Even if this is kind of vague, they've been oddly quiet about everything going on. So I think that's all I can really say about this for the time being. There's not much more information. Unfortunately, I can't go on. Okay. Yeah, it was delayed into 2016. They had some really great footage apparently, but they just didn't. They decided not to show it for some reason. Maybe because they didn't want to like undermine Star Fox Zero, which doesn't look that good. Plays better than it looks. So yeah. Anyways, that is all for this video. I hope you guys have a good day. I mean, like a damn fine day. I mean, I hope that this day is the single best day of your week. That's about all I can say.